We're back in the 70s
so glad.
this weekend. So
well, you know, this week is the Wine and Bike Tour. There's a lot of great things going on this weekend. And speaking of bikes, you can attest to this. Cyclists love New Mexico for its extensive and diverse network of trails. But now's really the time to get in gear for spring, even though it feels like winter.
Yeah, whenever the wind's not blowing too hard. Well, I went to two-wheel drive to find out what you need to know before you hit the road. Well, I'm back at Two Wheel Drive with owner Charlie Irvin on more tips on how we can survive when we're out there on the roads or the trails. And you know what is bound to happen? If it hasn't happened to you already, you're going to get a flat out here. So Charlie, what do we do? I don't know how to change a tire, so teach us today.
Well, we've got several steps we got to work through. Of course, the first thing is to calm yourself down. You know, set the bike up so you can take the wheel off. So we've got a flat, we've got air out of the tire. Biggie with your tire tool is go opposite of your body, catch the first, this is called the bead of the tire, catch the first bead of the tire and pry it open. Go an inch or two over. Again, pull that first bead off. But now that I've got the bead broken, it's really easy for me just to use the tool to take the rest of the bead off. Okay?
That didn't look too bad.
And again, working away from me, because I think you'll find you have more leverage. We're going to start taking the inner tube out. A biggie here is make sure you find out what caused your flats. In Albuquerque, most of the time, it's what we call a goat head. They're everywhere. Yeah. So you can look at the outside of the tire. A lot of times you'll find the little goat head sticking in there. Go ahead and pull that dude off. Then the next thing you want to do is actually sacrifice your fingertips and go around the inside of the tire and actually feel for the goat heads. Yeah, if you feel one, you got to dig that out. You know, sometimes you can do it with your fingernail. Sometimes you might need like the tip of a knife or something like that. But once you find that, then you're in good shape. You're going to pull your new tube out. Of your bag. Hopefully you've got one with you.
Right.
I usually put a little bit of air into the tube to start with. The first thing I want to do is tuck that valve into the valve hole. And then I'm going to tuck it into the tire. I'm going to start tucking the tube into the tire. Go all the way around, and then again, working opposite of me. I'm going to start tucking that bead. See how I'm doing that? When it's time to pump this thing up, put your valve at the top. So when you put the pump on, you don't have to bend over as far. And now,
that's a good one.
Now you can stand up and pump up your tire.
All right, perfect.
Then put the tire back on the bike and you're ready to roll.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Of course, there are other options too. If you don't want to go through all this hassle, we can talk to you about some other options that can kind of prevent some of those flat tires from happening out on the trails. Yeah, he knows so much about bikes. You have to stop by there and either get a bike or get some advice from him. He makes it look so easy, doesn't he?
Absolutely.
Here's all the information if you want to do that. It's on the screen. It's also on our website, casa.com.